not the supreme charger. It's a lot of Squiffers aren't that uncommon on Kirvish.
So we are set now for game number 1. See, was that a 96 deco?
So
Or maybe normal 96, I couldn't quite tell.
Well, let's hope Lady Luck is on his side.
Looks like normal 96.
Well,
and Leftovers right away pushing 3 of their players into mid to try to get control of mid right away. And Smiley kind of trucking around, tossing burst on, trying to get some chip damage. Charge as well in there.
Charge has been doing quite well with their charger for this entire tournament, so it'll be interesting to see.
Charge going to have to fall back. It's the only one left on his team, and now the boys look like they're going to have a chance to take control. They've got 17 clams, no specials, however. They're very close to multiple specials, though, and they may be able to get a push in here if they can get it 1 or 2 picks.
I mean, Spec is playing well with his rapid. We'll just see how he'll be able to push on it. So that's a fall.
Both not able to get his inkjet off. Looks like he died before doing so. And with 3 down on the boys, that's going to be the end of their push, it looks like. And now immediately we see Leftovers coming back in to try to take control. Hardly any clams on either team so far, so it's still a very even game.
It's right now, I feel like we'll just turn into a stall game. So they'll be first team to hold the point, and then probably just defense for the rest of the match.
Just as soon as I say that, Leftovers get 20 clams up. They have 1 power clam. Charge gets a very nice snipe on the rapid, and if they can get a special or 2 together, they may be able to push in for a score here. They have 1 inkjet, but that's it so far.
Charge with the good snipes.
Yes.
But Indigo back with his 96. So.
Indigo pushing forward and punishing the jump there, I believe it was. And keeping things pretty neutral so far. Still no score, 3 minutes left though.
The boys are trying to go for map control right now, so it seems. With the inkjet, well, will it be enough?
Yep. Spoke getting a pick with the inkjet, and with 2 down on Leftovers, they may be able to get something going here. Do they still have their power clam? I don't believe they do.
Is if Chris is going to ball in the power
Would you
clam.
see someone on the left there with 9 clams? That may be their strategy. Try to get 1 more clam just before the basket. See Bubbles coming in and a power clam. It looks like the boys are going to get their first score. No, they will not. They get taken out before able to do so. And with it getting taken 3 down. Nope, they do. Their last player does get the basket open, but that's going to be all they get is just 20 points as that push has ended.
But as 20 points is a lot for this match, as this can be seen with how the defense on both teams has been.
There are a lot of 20-0 matches in Clam Blitz, so that could be the game-winning point there. But now with 2 clams, 3 clams actually, 1 on the ground for Leftovers, they may be able to get something going here. They have Aesthetic has his inkjet ready to push if necessary. Indigo gets taken out by Charge. Charge once again with those crucial snipes. Aesthetic does use his inkjet to put even more pressure. There's 2 down now.
Charge right now with these snipes has been an essential member of the team. He's worked well, got the critical snipes when needed, and it looks like they'll be going in for the points.
He's going to jump into the staircase. It looks like he will be able to score here, but that is going to be a 3-down scenario, so they are, or that's a full wipe actually.
So it looks like...
so they get the 20 points, which will get reduced to 19. They do not have the lead, however, so they will still need to come back. And now the boys with 3 specials and lots of clams, look like they may be able to get a push going. Indigo kind of sitting here searching. They got an ink armor, they got a baller coming in. Indigo gets
the
a
96
pick.
kill in the
Can he get the pick on the Blob Blobber? Not quite. Yes, he does actually.
He actually does, but he gets down taken by the Tenta. No, Splatter, not a Tenta. The T10.
Smiley pressuring on this side, but gets taken out. And now the onus is still on Leftovers to try to get 1 more push in. Aesthetic and Charge are in position. Smiley jumping in safely. But they don't have a lot of clams, only 7 clams. And they just lost several there with that kill.
I didn't even notice that the team had a blob. I think I just haven't seen it that much, or hasn't been on screen that much.
Shiny pressuring their right side. All right, 10 seconds left. They need to gather some clams. They need to get a power clam in. 3 seconds, they're not going to be able to do so. Only 8 clams total, and that is going to be it.
That is game one. That's a
only one score from each team, only one power clam from each team, but because
of the 1 point rule, boys get their first win the set.
So because the boys got their score in first, they get the win 20-19, and they will take game one of our losers final. That's just one of those Clam Blitz games where it's just you're only able to get in maybe that one push, that one score.
But
and
the thing about it, it's whoever can rush first. If it, in tight games like that, whoever rushes first really will take control of the map. And with the defense of both teams, as we saw in the match, it really was whoever scored first.
And Triggerfish is one of those Clam Blitz maps where basically everybody goes through the center. So
we saw very little of sides.
Yeah.
Maybe the blob went off the sides. We saw very little of him on the stream.
Yeah.
But
so
it was almost entirely focused on the, and Charge with his Charger played well on those crucial snipes, and I think that allowed the boys to really hold on. That's not the boys, I mean.
Yeah.
They both teams played well, so this will be an interesting set.
Coming up next, Rainmaker on Sturgeon Shipyard. Sturgeon, a map we haven't seen with Rainmaker yet today, I don't believe.
Have we? Have we even seen a Sturgeon?
We've seen Tower Control.
Okay.
Yes. We have not seen Rainmaker.
I wonder if any team's going to play Tenta, like Tentabrella, because Tentabrella works.
Tenta's a good option here.
On this, it's the only, even though it's a meme weapon, it works very well on Sturgeon due to the
It has its
forward.
maps. It you know, maps with tight corridors.
Even
this Walleye's another map it's good on.
Even on Gobi, it can be seen as a use just because of the wide shield.
So.
But I mean, we really have seen very little Brella gameplay in this tournament. So
this is the kind of, you know, both teams have been playing for a while now. Everyone pretty much knows what each other team is going to be playing for the most part. If you've got like a pocket pick, you know, you've got like a Tentabrella, or you've got like a Squeezer or something that you can pull out to maybe change things up a bit, this could be the time to do it. Because everyone knows like who's playing, you know, the Octo Shot, or who's playing the end parries. I mean, who's playing Charger?
If Charge is going to play Charger.
Yeah, is Charge going to play Charger? No, I think he's going to switch to Sploosh-O-Matic. You know, you never know. Maybe he has that in his pocket.
Sploosh-O-Matic is one of those weapons. It'll see its limelight one day.
Yeah.
Oh, two blobs. Well, blob
Charge
is like,
on Firefin, no surprise there. Otherwise, pretty standard comps.
I mean, both are going to try rushing for it.
Yeah, I mean, Machine for the boys. For that crucial Stingray.
Charge up down in the perk, at the nest.
Charge going to get pushed back off of Snipe, and looks like the boys are going to take the left path. Spoke coming in with the jump. He's got Shiny ahead of him, and they're going to get a pretty quick push out of at least 50. They get to 51 before getting taken out.
That'll be a hard push to beat against, so it's the
Charge using his special to good effect. I think accidentally maybe picking up the Rainmaker there.
But they seem still trapped. They'll move forward now, but
yeah. There's an easy path to reset there if he wanted to, but he's going to try to bring it out. He's got support, but he's going to get pressured by Shiny's Inkjet.
It would have been smarter for them to reset, but they still have area control over the current region, so they should be fine.
Leftovers had boys 2 down, and Smiley's going to get a chance to push up now. And 3 down now for the boys, so they need to get going if they can. And it looks like Smiley's going to try to take the left path. But he's going to get stopped by Indigo before he can get the jump and only get to 71 points. And now the boys have a 3-down scenario on Leftovers, so they're going to get a chance to counter push.
Even in this tournament, Blob has been, if any bucket is played, it's almost exclusively Blob.
Yes.
We saw some
we see a lot of Blob Lobbers. I think each match has pretty much had at least one Blob Lobber. 2 in this match.
Well, I think there's been 1 or 2 matches where there haven't been a Blob, but there was one match where there was no Blob, but there was a Tri-Slosher.
Chris not able to make that jump, is going to get punished by Smiley, and coming back now, Charge using his special to good effect, getting the Rainmaker pop, and getting boys now 3 down. Smiley jumping back in as well.
Will they be able to push up forward? Because we've seen how the boys have been able to control their area.
Instead of crushing with the Inkjet, are they going to try to go on the right-hand side? They will. They're going to get just up on the top of the wall. And they're going to keep pushing that down to 69 points. They have A1 in position. They're going to get another pop, it looks like. He's searching around. He does get the lead, in fact. Gets down to 49 points. Very good push there. And looks like with 3 down on the Bois, they're going to be able to continue to push that Rainmaker.
But
ooh, a very, very crucial kill there.
They're still jumping forward, but it seems that the Bois have gotten back their defense up.
Yeah, 3 down now for Leftovers, and now the Bois will finally be able to get things cleared out, but they did lose the lead there.
They lost the lead, so they'll have to make up for a more aggressive push, but will they pick up? Oh, they go for the reset.
They go ahead and let the Rainmaker reset. They got all their players forward to try to get map control back, to give themselves maybe a better chance of a good push. Shiny going to use Inkjet to try to get
the
one pick. He got an assist
out.
there. There's someone buried in the corner there, and gets another pick. So now 2 down for Leftovers. Going to go trying to take the sponge, trying to at least get the lead there, just he's not able to. Now Chris not able to get a pick there, and Charge. Ooh, very close.
We haven't, like, Charge has been playing this match, but this has not been the optimal match for it. It's been very fast-paced action. There hasn't been much on the left. There hasn't been much side roads have been taken, so Chargers haven't been as necessary.
Yeah. Boys now 3 down though, so Charge and Leftovers look like they're able to extend the lead here. He doesn't have anyone with him though, so he's by himself. He's going to get taken out before getting that lead. Maybe not the best scenario to try to push solo like that.
But at this point, they
both working that machine, gets 1 pick. And now it's going to push forward with Rainmaker shots to try to get back into mid. Only 35 seconds left. Boys need to get to 48. Chris being very, very careful with the Rainmaker, not pushing up too hard, too fast.
But at this point, will the defense of the Leftovers be able to hold an app where the point where he'll just drop the Charger?
Yeah.
A Rainmaker.
10 seconds left. Very good snipe from Charge. And that may be the end of the match there.
And that is game.
And that is indeed game. Boys
so
could not get back with the Rainmaker.
Round 4.
And that would be a win for Leftovers.
So we'll see all four game modes being played here. Except for turf mode, but
this isn't Japan. We don't play turf war here in America.
But as seen in both matches, these are very close matches. So right now it's anyone goes.
Yes, that was a 2-point win in Rainmaker. So
compared to the 1-point win on the last game.
Yeah, compared to what was basically a tie, but wound up being a 1-point win in our first game. So now Tower Control, Humpback, Pump Track. We have not seen a lot of blasters from either team. You think Tower Control, and you think on Humpback, blasters are very popular here.
I mean, it's almost... Very many team comps haven't had one Rapid Blaster. We've seen a Rapid Blaster in almost every set, but it's only used in 1 round, usually always on Tower.
You see Custom Blaster come out sometimes as well.
Custom Blaster, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was a custom Rapid Blaster come out. Not a Rapid Blaster Pro, but a custom blaster.
Rapid Deco, you mean?
Rapid Deco.
Rapid Deco, Inkjet Suction Bomb, I believe?
Yes, Inkjet Suction Bomb.
So those are very, very good.
Even if they did custom, even a custom dually sculpture wouldn't be that bad on this map with the rain and the splat bombs. Seems we have a lot of melon loves in this chat. A handful, but some melon emotes.
Yep.
Broshi's here. Sorry, Broshi.
We just now looked down at my phone to see what chat's doing, so apologies if you've been trying to get our attention. It looks like we are all set for game 3.
I wonder if we'll get a game 5.
We've not had a game 5 yet.
We've only had one game 4. We've had one.
Only
game
one
4.
game 4 actually. Everything else
this
is
could be the first
sweep.
one to have a game 5.
And right on cue, there's that rapid deco you talked about.
And two. A blob. I'm surprised the blob, but a blob
And an
is useful.
Octobrush. Looks like that is 3 inkjets for boys. It looks like, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it is.
And a baller. So a triple inkjet comp for boys coming out. They're going to have a lot of offensive pressure. I wonder, are they going to try to get their Kenza on the tower and then use the inkjets to kind of keep pressure?
But I think it's interesting with Spoke on the Octo. The Octobrush can be very aggressive at times, but also played very defensively. So it just sees how he'll use it.
Meanwhile, though, Leftovers gets a full wipe, and they're going to get a chance to get pushed now. Charge on tower, utilizing his suction bomb launcher. Good pressure. Aesthetic as well, getting in there with his end parry to keep pressure on, and they're going to keep this tower push. Looks like past the first checkpoint. Charge with a very good snipe, and 3 down on the boys.
Just as a whole, Charge has been a very good backliner for these sets. So it'll see how they use that if they can
Charge
move
looks like
on
he got
to
another
finals.
snipe from the tower. Charge is all over the place. He gets his bomb launcher once again, and they're pushing now to the 3rd checkpoint. Looks like this could be a quick match. Aesthetic getting a quick kill.
This might be a clean sweep for the Leftovers.
Charge avoiding the bomb on the tower, and that is going to be
game
a
3.
very quick knockout for Leftovers. They take game 3 and a 2-1 set lead.
Well, these games have been fun. I don't want a quick knockout for the next round. I want to see it go to 5,
Yes.
just to see where it happened. But Leftovers with that aggressive double bucket play with the washing machine and the blobber. I still think
you saw charge on tower. You got your backliner on tower. You let your flex players, your aggressive players move in.
I still thought
that's
the
really
use of a blobber was an interesting choice for this map. I'm surprised. We saw one rapid. I'm surprised the Leftovers didn't play a rapid, but I don't know what their players fully play on their private thing, so they may not have a main blaster player.
Right.
But I remember before the nerf to the blasters, Rapid Blaster Pro used to be common in some longer range maps, such as in Art Academy, and that one was anyone where you could use a blaster for backline, but now since the nerfs, Rapid Blaster Pro isn't really seen as often anymore.
All blasters have been nerfed pretty much. You saw a couple patches ago, you got the main blaster nerf.
Well, yeah.
And then like 2 patches ago, you saw the rapid blaster nerf. So
I remember when
blasters in general have been trending downward a little bit.
I mean, even like Clash was still very popular early in, but then everyone learned how to.
Everyone learned how to play against it. Yes.
Just bring Umbrella, and the Clash is an instant lose to Umbrella.
Just space it out. Just abuse your range against a Clash. That's all you really need to do.
It's even now with the rise of Object Shredder, we've seen the loss of in Ninja Jump and Drop Roller, just because of the prevalence of how more defensive sets have become more common. We've seen, like even if the Blobber got nerfed, and mostly with the changes to how Rainmaker was, even with the Tenta. With the Tenta buff, we saw more defensive play styles become more common just because of how, like Object Shredder, while it's more of an aggressive, it is almost necessary in certain comps.
Yes. We're almost set here for game 4. Splat Zone's Kelp Dome. Another one of those open maps, another one you've got multiple ways to
I think
attack.
it's almost necessary we'll see a blob on this map just because of the main corridor.
There's at least
Rapid and a blob, and blobber on each side.
Yep, blobber on each side.
So very aggro.
It's a blobber world, we're just living in it.
Even with its nerfs, it's still very high tier in some of these maps.
Boys coming in quickly. Chris going on top mid. He's going to get taken out by Smiley, however. Smiley working mid now with Tri-Slosher. To get a couple of picks and keep zone pretty neutral. 2 down on each team. No one's claimed zone yet.
But
and now looks like Leftovers does.
I think Leftovers have even Charge is Charge is on still on Charge still on their charger. Yep. So I feel like even for this entire tourney, he'll stay on the standard charge.
Smiley working top mid to great effect, kind of moving around, getting picks, getting call outs.
I think
presumably
they right now they've got Bois stuck in a point where they can't really aggro.
They really
While
do.
we see Spoke on the left.
Spoke's going to have room to move in, but looks like he got called out and Aesthetic moved in to kind of push him back. And already down to 50 points, under 50
But now,
points.
since half the team is out, they might try to move in.
Yeah.
But with the good timed Inkstorm, you probably won't be able to fully push.
If they can at least reset zone here, that'll give them a little bit more time, perhaps.
But it looks like
for the Boys. But they're 2 down now. It looks like Leftovers might be able to get back in.
No effing.
Nope.
No, they'll try, but they
Chris
won't
is going to chase down Aesthetic with the baller. Or nope, he's going to go top mid.
Not good enough one time.
Nope.
But they'll try to take.
Yeah.
Smiley's out. Chris will try to take the point.
Yep. 3 down now on Leftovers. If they're going to, if Bois is going to get zone, they need to do it right now.
Getting Charge out is what they really need to do right now.
Chris gets another pick. And they do finally get the zone, get a huge penalty for Leftovers and to extend this
But
match.
the true question is, how long will they be able to hold that? Because we've seen with how, even though they played quite well defensively, they're still a very aggro team left over.
Yeah. Leftovers, you see them getting special together. They got an Inkjet, they had an armor.
Shiny being
Trying
able
to get pushed back in, but Shiny's going to get a pick here, and now they are 2 down. And Boys look like they're in control right now.
But, I mean, none of them are on top. That's, I think, an issue here.
Yeah.
Like, Charge stays on top, but that's also for...
Yeah, they really don't have any range. Looking at their comp, they've got a Rapid, they've got Kenzie.
Their range is a Rapid. That's, and that's on Leftovers, while the main range is a Charger, the Blob still has a good enough range. And yes, it has vertical issues at times, but it should stay fine. And a good farmed Ink armor.
Shiny may need to back out of this. Oh, he'll get a pick on Smiley, and he will keep going. He's got Inkjet ready. And he will use it to try to chase down Charge. Yep, he's got Charge on the run.
Charge, he's not going for Charge. Charge is actually still on the top right. But they're still able to keep point. But it'll be
huge penalties for each team, so still a pretty solid lead for Leftovers. But they are 2 down, they're 3 down now, so they're going to have to regroup and get back in. Indy by himself.
But Chris is back in, so it's...
Indy gets taken out. He does get the Inkstorm on zone.
But they need to repaint for the time of...
But that counter is ticking down very rapidly.
If the Rapid needs to just go on top. If the Rapid can go on top right now, he can be able to get some leverage.
Charge gets 2 assists with Stingray. Looks like he's got somebody aimed on top. But overall, they're not going to get pushed back in. Bois is going to take the lead.
Will they be able to
may get a quick knockout. They do indeed get the knockout.
So confirm game 5.
We have our first game 5 here. As the Boys take game 4 in a quick knockout over Leftovers. But again, you see these matches very, very even for the most part. Only game 3 was really the only. Is this
going to be an STDX? Is this going to be a repeat of Nintendo Worlds with STDX versus Europe? This could be.
Maybe. We haven't seen Inkblot this set. Maybe we'll see.
Maybe Inkblot will come up. Inkblot. What was it? Was it Inkblot Tower? It was Inkblot Tower for Worlds, I believe.
Yeah. That was game 5 at Worlds. Looks like we have Clamblitz on Schellendorf. This is a juicy game 5.
Well, none of them have chosen Splatlings. I think Charge is going to take the top.
Yeah.
And I think they, just because of Charge's skill in this set, this tourney so far, I think they might have the upper hand because of Charge being able to. If Charge can play a strong top.
Yeah.
And that.
Yeah, I noticed the team comp for Boys last round. They just didn't have any range.
They might.
Do they have someone with any kind of range to get up there?
I don't know.
Even something like a Rapid Pro, even.
Like a Rapid Pro. I don't know. Well, the Rapids players have been good. I don't know if they can outcharge against Charge. because the Rapid Pro is not a one-shot on direct.
Right.
They need a one-shot on direct, and none of that, like,
Yeah.
the thing on like Rapid Pro players, they also tend to be good Charger players because
Yeah.
of the similarities between the two. But none of them have really chosen any super long-range weapons,
Yeah.
and that might be their downfall on this map.
Yeah.
Unless one of them goes, even a the pen. I can't pen.
Oh, the ballpoint.
Ballpoint.
Yes.
That one could be used in here. I still think of it as Kugelschreiber.
Yeah, Splatlings with their mobility when firing, especially up on top with the glass. You get some run speed on there, which pretty much all Splatlings use. You can really be a very mobile player
everyone
up
knows
top.
the best E-liter comp is all run speed. 12 run speed E-liter comp. We can see chat is not very surprised for Chillin' North Clam, so.
All right, game 5, everybody in losers final. Winner will take on Rafa, take us to Busch Gardens in grand final. But before that, they have to win game 5 of losers final.
And this is really anyone's game right
Yes.
now. So, well, I think Leftovers might have the upper hand. With
Clan Blitz is the great equalizer. Indigo
Clan
pulling out
Blitz
the
is just-
Splatbrella.
If you want to play Clan Blitz, might as well toss a coin.
Yes. And not too many changes.
Kensa with going on left, trying to go middle, but the rest of the team going top left for left.
Boys pulling out a forward splatter shot pro for maybe a little bit more range, but they really don't have anyone that can challenge charge.
I mean, they still have Umbrella on it, so that might be...
Charge getting a crucial snipe there on the Rapid Deco.
Now
And
Charge is able to take top.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. He's got control of the glass, and so if Boys, they've already pushed a couple players up, but they'll get taken out pretty quickly.
Oh, the failed throw, but they'll still...
Can they get this? No, they lose 3 players.
Trying to grab that clam.
Yeah.
I think that was just a miscalculation on Leftovers. That might be crucial for this game.
Yeah, they lost 3 players trying to get that clam in and didn't even get the score in the end. So now they need maybe on the back foot a bit. You see Shiny not just not enough range. He thought he could move in on Charge, but Charge said no, that's not happening.
I think this might be, well, they finally get it in.
Smiley gets the scoring started, and they have an Inkstorm as well for additional pressure. Will they get any more clams in though? It doesn't look like they will.
And Chris getting the rail right before the rain gets it. Smart play on his half. But getting out the wall over right before it can score.
So now we see the boys coming back, Shiny moving over to the left, going to try to sneak around. Maybe try to keep Charge off the glass if possible. Spoke, meanwhile, gets the basket open for his team, but again, no clams. They're not able to follow up.
I mean, it's at this point, it's gonna be is this gonna be a repeat of game 1?
It could be. Like one of the things with Clan Blitz is you really want to make that first score count, and both games of Clan Blitz, each time, both teams only got 20 points on their first score.
Right now, with the Rapids out, so Charge can get their back up.
Charge pushing forward on the left glass. He's got his suction bomb launcher as well, and an Inkstorm and Baller. Looks like they're going to be pushing in now.
Is this going to be the decisive push of the match? It very well could be. Depends on how the boys...
Charge does not get the shot, however.
This is the same a repeat of the first one, but they'll be able to get it back.
He's going to get the ball in using the splash walls to great effect. Does open the basket, and now down to 50 points. That is a good push.
Boys are able
Leftovers.
to keep back into their defense, though. So
Spoke with a nice direct using that rapid to good effect. And now he's going to jump in, open the basket, looks like. He does. And now, boys, they've got a lot of clams here. They need to get some in now. Try to get as much in on this push as they can. Bubbles are out as well, but they're 3 down. That looks like it's going to be the end of that push. Only
I mean, they did
68.
get some good points, so if they can get the next one, the next push might be the one where they'll be able to take the lead. But I'm just happy this isn't a repeat of game 1.
Yes.
Because game 1
we're probably seeing like an open Clan Blitz match, an open back and forth match. Smiley sneaking around, trying to get control of the glass. Charge is there as well, as he usually is.
I think Charge this, well, there hasn't been much top gameplay. There has been some for the like 1 or 2 pushes we've seen, but since most of these matches just a free-for-all at this point.
Yes.
Charge.
Now you see the boys getting some clams together that they have a power clam in. They've got a lot of players by the basket. They will get a power clam and a score, but they have no more clams. Can Spoke find any clams? Looks like they're going to get a kill.
That right grapper.
They need 2 clams. They need 2 more.
No, they
Can
won't
they get one
take
more in for the lead? Indigo's there, but he's not going to be able to push in. It looks like he gets taken out.
Looks like it's going to be a game 1 repeat.
And they get a lot of clams in, but not the lead. They're going to need to get one more score open with only 40 seconds left. They have no clams. Leftovers has 20. They get the basket open. They get 2 power clams in, it looks like. Oh, no, they only get 1 in. I'm sorry. They had 2. Indigo with a nice denial with the Splatbrella is going to end that push.
But now if they can get 1 more push in, they'll be able to take the lead.
But they just give a pity clam. Spoke's going to pick it up, and now with 28 clams for Leftovers, or for Boys, I'm sorry.
Oh,
they're
right
gonna
with
get in.
that strike slosher.
All they need is a power clam, and they will take the lead. 10 seconds left. Only Shiny left. He's using bubbles to defense, but he's going to get taken out, and that looks like it's probably going to be the match and the set.
That is
Leftovers.
still overtime.
The ball, well,
yeah,
the ball is there,
out.
but and finally overtime expires, and that is the win.
That will be a
very, very close set overall. But congratulations to Leftovers. They get the win, and they will move on to the grand final against Rafa. Take us to Busch Gardens.
But like, if you look at chat right now, they're asking about commissions entirely just for emotes, so that's always a fun chat with
yes.
I forgot whose eyes those are, who made those, but like it's a cursed emote. It's just a cursed emote. But this is going to be an interesting finals. It's